Hello, and welcome to the 2023 Georgia Climate Conference volunteer training video. So we'll go over a brief overview, which will include the daily program for the conference, the volunteer structure, the roles and assignments of each volunteer, the map and layout of the conference center, and we'll finish it off by covering the dress code for volunteers. So here are the people who you will need to contact in case of any. Well, these are the people that you will contact. Sophia Lamb will be the head coordinator for the conference, and the three other sub coordinators will be Carly Blackburn, Callie Nelson, and Kofi Stiles. Pass it over.
So,
Yeah.
sorry. So as mentioned, Sophia is going to be the volunteer coordinator for all 3 days. And then myself, Callie, and Kofi will be the three sub-coordinators, making sure everything runs smoothly. So if you have any questions, you'll be able to reach out to us. And we will have a group meet that you will sign up for updates. And if you have any questions throughout the conference or anything, you can pop them into the group meet. So this is just kind of what a day would look like in the conference. So we're going to have registration in the morning, and then following that will be opening and afternoon plenary sessions. And then after that will just be sessions throughout the day, and then we'll have a few events specific to each day. So the first 2 days, May 15th and 16th, we'll have the evening receptions. May 16th, we'll also have the Alan Fleury play. And then May 17th, we'll have the climate career panel and closing celebration. So just for some roles, for the volunteers that are going to be handling registration, some of the roles will include working the registration desk, speaker support, greeters, things like that. So we're going to have 4 people in the morning for the first day, and then about 3 people for the other 2 days handling registration. That'll be for the 7 to 9 o'clock slot. And then we'll have 2 people during the other time slots, and they'll be in 2-hour shifts. And then we'll also distribute a list of emergency contacts and procedures just in case of an emergency. And then if it's not an emergency, but you need an assistance, like we said, you'll be able to post in the group meet any of your questions.
Another role that you may be assigned is the greeter or liaison volunteer. So if you are assigned as a greeter, you will just be placed throughout different parts of the conference, helping direct individuals who are attending the conference to where they need to go. There will be a lot more greeters the first morning, just because there's going to be a lot more people who don't know exactly where they're going. As the days continue on, those number of greeters will go down a little bit, but we'll still have them all 3 days. And so if you take a look at the slideshow that we'll be sending you, there are several examples of different greetings that you could say as people are coming in. And it could be something as simple as, "Hello, my name is Sophia. Welcome to the Georgia Climate Conference. Are you here for registration?" And if they say yes, you say, "Okay, awesome. You just follow this way, go this way, and this way," depending on where you're located. And then another role you can be assigned is the sustainability liaison. So will occur at different coffee breaks. Each day there will be 2 different breaks during the day. So you'll be assigned to both of those. And basically what you'll do is the UGA Office of Sustainability has already provided table toppers of how to utilize the recycling bins. So you'll just be there to monitor to make sure that people are recycling properly and making sure that they're dumping out the coffee before they put them in the bin, or else the bins will become contaminated. So these sessions, like I said, will only be about 15 minutes, and they're very quick, very brief. And this will be to ensure low waste at the conference. And then the final role that you can be assigned is as a session volunteer. And so if you're assigned in this position, it's mostly just to support the speakers in getting everything set up on the computer, and making sure that everything is shared properly. You will also be given a list for emergency procedures, which you can see in this slideshow. We'll also be providing you an extensive list. So if it's an emergency, then you can always do things like call 911, call the medical emergency related to on-campus police. There's also notifications on where emergency exits are. If you need assistance, but it's not an emergency, please reach out to the group me or contact Sophia, Carly, Callie, or Kofi directly.
So this brings us to the overall layout of the conference center. We have two displays. One is very general and gives you an idea of just the overall area that will be existing in. But here in the conference map, on the right side, the portions that are highlighted in green are our main area. So we have the Mahler Hall, the Masters Hall, and the Hill Atrium, as well as the Pecan Tree Galleria. Outside of the Pecan Tree Galleria is the LUMPKIN PLAZA, and this is all on the first floor. As for the second floor, this is where the sessions are going to take place, in addition to the auditoriums, Masters and Mahler. But as for the second floor, session volunteers will be located in rooms R, Q, and F/G. And just as a way for us to understand just the physical environment and where we're going to be, we'll take a look at a few images. So here is Pecan Tree Galleria and the outside courtyard. Just as a visual reference, this is what it will look like on the inside. And here is LUMPKIN PLAZA. And this row of windows here, on the inside of that is the Hill Atrium. And so we can take a look at the Hill Atrium from the inside. As you can see, Masters Hall is right here, and behind that would be Mahler Hall. Now, the Hill Atrium is where there will be a considerable amount of foot traffic from the from the parking deck entrance. And so there will be volunteers posted out here as well to direct foot traffic to the registration desk. And so,
really quick, the Hill Atrium and the Pecan Tree Galleria is also where the posters and different sponsor tables will be located. So like Kofi said, there is going to be a lot of foot traffic and a lot of things kind of like up in that area.
Right. Thank you. And so this is what the inside of the Mahler Hall is going to look like. As you can see, it has the two projectors, and it can hold at least 600 people. Then here we have the Masters Hall. So similarly, you have the projector, the speaker's podium, and areas for seating.
And really quick, if we just go all the way back to the first map, we, as volunteers, everyone will be checking in at the registration table. So if you look on the map and you see the Masters Hall, and then also directly across from the Pecan Tree Galleria, there's a registration table there. There's also a little area where volunteers can enter. We will always have volunteers situated at the registration table up until about 5 o'clock. You are welcome to leave belongings there, but just note that it will be trafficked highly by different volunteers. So we don't recommend leaving like too many valuable things there. just things necessary for your sessions and for visiting for the day. And then going back to dress code. So during your volunteer shifts, everyone will receive a volunteer t-shirt. So we highly encourage that you wear this shirt. There are some people who are going to have volunteer shifts throughout different days. So what you can always do is wear whatever you're going to wear to the conference and then just put your shirt over it for the one session that you're working and then take it off. Or you could just wear the volunteer shirt all day. We do not have like a very strict code on how you all need to dress. We just recommend that you dress a little nicer since it is a conference. So just some options are to tuck your shirts in, wear potential khakis, slacks, skirts. You are allowed to wear jeans if that's what you have. But we also recommend that you wear appropriate shoes. So we do not recommend that you wear sandals. We prefer flats or dress shoes or something with closed-toed shoes. And that is the end of our presentation. We appreciate you all for listening and for volunteering. This conference would not happen without all of your support. If you have any questions leading up to the conference, please email Sophia Lamb at sophia.lamb@emory.edu. We also request that you join the GroupMe, which you can see the link there. It is also in the comments section of the slides. So you can email Sophia before the conference, and then most likely during the conference, GroupMe would be preferred because the emails will not be checked as much. But thank you.